Hi everyone, I'm Tobias, and we're back with another round of Pay-to-Play. When we last left off, I finished the field and a bunch of other quests. Let's do Fairytale 2, the Forsaken Tower, and also the Garden of Death. And that's a variety of quests here. Working my way through this list, it's a very exhaustive list actually. By the end of this year, 90% of this should be done, and then 2027 should be the last year for this playthrough series. That's my plan anyway. Depends how hard some quests are, and also how much money I have as well. Making money is so hard in this game. When you are very low skilled. Anyway. Fairytale 2. Alright, nothing else I need. Talk back to Martin, okay. I probably need to go to Varrock at least. At least Varrock, yeah. I have everything else I need there, and I don't think I have to fight. I don't think I have to fight anything right now. And if I do, I can just use my different melee. Yeah, so that should be okay. And also a bit more energy potion here. Oh, and I probably need the Draymond staff, don't I? Yeah, because I have to enter into the Naris. Okay, so that should be everything that we need to get this off the road, and then let's go to Drainer Village here. Yes, let's do back a little more. And then we go to Martin here. Oh, this guy's busy with somebody else. Alright, about the quest. I solved your problems. I returned the Fairy Queen's magical essence. What are you talking about, dude? I defeated the Takeoff monster and gave it to the Godfather. She'll be back. The Fairy Queen will be up and running in no time. Glad to hear it, but if you don't mind me confirming, please wait until my seeds grow and then talk to me again. Okay, alright, fine. I think it takes about 15 minutes for this to progress here. Right, let's see here for a moment. Yeah, so about 15 minutes, and also the game will tell you that it's ready that Martin is ready to talk to you or something. Alright, so let me just in the meantime, I'll get rid of some stuff here. None of these you need anymore. Yeah, these are all things you don't really need. Remove all of them. Alright, so those items you will never see again. And then we have a couple more. I guess I can like go into the GE and Varrock and just sell and reorganize my inventory, and then come back when this timer is at the 15-minute mark. Alright, we're back. I sold up a bunch of things. Let's try again. Now, is it working? You got some nerve showing up around here. What are you talking about? So we still have the same problem with these crops. I thought I fixed it. Oh, so you didn't. Go back there and try again. Alright. And just to confirm his suspicion, I guess we'll talk to the other person as well. The nearby gardener, part of the gag association. Actually, no, they have nothing else. Okay, so let's go back to Zenaris. Alright, we are back at Fairy Nuff's place from Fairytale 1. The Queen was here. Oh, look at that, it's completely destroyed now. So somebody ransacked the place. Please just demolish. Somebody did this. Who? And where is the queen? You don't find anything useful. Take healing certificate. Be careful not to cut yourself. Okay, search more. Don't find anything useful, just broken veil. Fairytale wrench. Nothing useful. Okay. Nothing useful at all. Fair enough. Pass healing 101 course. Huh. What absolute mess. Okay, they're all smashed up. And search potion here. Nothing else here, and then nothing else here. Okay. A shelf with broken vials. Or two. A scroll that says she's a healer. That's fair enough. Certificate of healing from Portstead University, Portstead College. Dr. Foster, MD, Pro, Head of Magical Healing. Okay. Study. You turn over the certificate and see a very weird language. I have no idea what it is. On the back of it. So this is probably going to be this is probably going to be needed later on. So let's just keep it inside my inventory, and go to the fairy godfather, who I entrusted the golden secretaries with. Okay. We are. Just talk to the boss here. And that's not a good idea. Where is the fairy queen? What are you talking about? She's not inside Fairy Nut's caves. We must organize a search party. Calm down. Let me think about this first. Do you know who could have done this? Not at all. Where could she have been taken to? No idea. We must go after them. Yes, we must do this. I'll go myself. Yes, you do that. While I keep track of this place. No, I'll rescue her myself. That's not a good idea. She's my queen. Have you changed your mind? Okay. Good. I knew you would. Okay. I give you permission to use the fair rings. I insert full name. Do hereby swear fealty and indebtedness to the fairy godfather until such time as he releases me from my bond. Sign, name, and date. Okay. I must sign this. It says I'm in debt to you until you release me. Oh, it does. Sorry. All right. Well, where do I show him this? What does it mean? For why you show me that? Oh, very nice to see you learning how to draw. Bravo. I think I talked to the coordinator here to enable access to me. Fair enough certificate. What does that mean? They look familiar. I can't imagine. I can't think of where though. Try asking around. The fair rings. Goodness. Okay, so you punch in a three-digit code and then enter inside a circle with your staff. All right. So I guess I have to use a fair ring to something here. Oh, there's by the cosmic altar. By the cosmic altar, there is a plaque, a kind of billboard with the same thing. So using that like a Rosetta Stone, we can probably decipher this language. But here, this is the place here, and see there's a rune temple sign. Well, there are similar symbols here. Examine this. What does that say? If I were to study this again. Still don't know what that means though. Huh. Go to this guy and maybe he knows. Gatekeeper. Nothing interesting happens. Alright. How I do that then? How I do that? So there it is. Don't understand thing here. But what does it say though? You don't know what it says. Doesn't help me either. Yeah, probably I'm gonna need a guide for this. Unless you want to, unless you want me to spend hours trying to figure this out, which I don't think you do. So let me just expedite this process here. All right. Alright. Alright, so apparently I need to talk to the fairy chef here. Right by the queen. Fairy chef here. The chef has seen some similar symbols. So once you talk to enough people, then eventually you find this person. Do you know what this means? Yep, it's hard, but I saw some similar symbols, similar symbols in a cosmic altar. Okay. Okay, so now that I've taught her, and she has directed me to the cosmic altar. When I return now, then I should be able to decipher it somehow, and then make it into a uh, message that's actually readable. Okay, so let's see if I can do that. Whoops, without getting squeezed to death anyway. Okay. So now when I try to read this, right, it's gonna give me the right thing here. There we are. What does it say? So now if I do this, and then I try to study this. Huh, nothing really works there. If I use this for this, nothing interesting happens either. Hold on. Okay. Oh, yeah, you have to manually do this. So you have to mash up the symbols here. This is a cosmic rune altar, or cosmic root altar. So this is R, and this is C. This is also the letter C. And then doing the same thing over here. You can reverse engineer reverse engineer the other stuff, you know, like a game of Scramble. Anyway, so that's that. Like a game of Scramble here. Like a game of Scramble. So at this point, you have unlocked the fairy. You don't actually need to do anything else to finish this quest. You can use the fairy ring now to I have to equip my staff here. You can now use the fairy ring, you know, and that'll be okay without having to do much else here. So this is pretty much here eval location. Do I need to see where this social destination? It doesn't do anything. Anyway, so the first one we have to go to is this here, air, AIR, which is the one of the places here. Woo! Look at that. This is Witch Haven right here, right by Witch Haven. All right, tropical trees, osprey, which is a bird. A powerful large bird of prey circling the sea. Okay. Then we need to configure this again. Let's go to DLR. DLR. Island of the Poison Swamp here. The second thing we need to do. Aha. Badger. It's a honey badger. Broken hands. Who is this? He set up a telescope pointing deep into a swamp. Huh. More badgers here. It's a badger. Huh. Honey badger. Very fierce creature. Broken hands. If you like to see someone fighting Zoa, feel free to borrow my telescope. What do you mean? Zora, the giant snake boss, has its lair deep in a swamp, so I set up a telescope all over there for you to see people fighting the snake. Similar to watching similar to watching uh, um theater of blood performances. That's a new one, yeah. DJ feel, which is actually an invalid location. We're not teleporting you anywhere else. Oop, and then pulls you out. Alright, and there. Then we have one more AJS. Huh. AJS. Pinwings near Miscellanea. Which actually is Masquerade has this area. So now when you configure this here, in your configuration, you have the Fairy Queen hideout. You can just use that now. So this is her hideout in the middle of like nowhere. Illuminating. So illuminating. So pretty much right by the actual Zenaris in terms of design here, for no reason. So we're still in Zenaris apparently, it's just a different place as Zenaris. The Godfather's henchmen try to pull off my wings. Ooh. The queen is the ruler of the true ruler of Zenaris, not that wicked Godfather. So there's a civil war here, rebellion taking place here. The Godfather has a lot to answer for. Just look at all these injured fairies. Tactical map frame here. Alright, so they're all be trying to win against this. A stool, fantastic for sitting on. Fairy here. What is that evil fairy doing to our beautiful kingdom? Huh. The Godfather has answered. Let's do the same thing here. And go to the other side. So they have taking refuge at this location. Another rock, a home for frogs. I hope the queen. I hope the queen wakes up soon so we can leave. Barrow for storage. Same thing. Grace a wand. Or a fight, I guess. Illuminating. No, not find nothing. Find nothing. You find nothing here. These are just generic fairies, so they have the same dialogue options, dialogue pools. Right, nothing crazy here. Just a storeroom for equipment. And we have medical table here. Oh, emergency medical table. Stretcher. An empty stretcher. Injured fairy. She seems almost lifeless. She's armless. Oh wow, no kidding. Yeah, she has no arm at all. Wow. They whip her arm off, yeah. Huh. You guessed it. This crutch is discarded too. Alright. Medical emergency table. Okay. Similar thing here. No, her arm is hurt fairy. She looks a bit pale. Then fairy. She looks fairy injured. Oh, that's a pun there. Terrible timing for puns. She seems almost lifeless. Same description. I guess I'll take a screenshot of this. Alright, there it is here. And then also kneel. Has in a prayer here. Kneel. Is there a way to kneel? Not really what I'm trying to look for here. That's okay. That's a decent screenshot. Okay. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Alright. Yes, Tomas, you found us. I'm so glad that you did. I was afraid you couldn't decipher my message. What happened? Okay, so the queen, the godfather refused to give me the secretaries, and then threatened to use his bodyguards to take my wings off. So I moved her here. When I returned to the Naras, my cave was ransacked, and the other areas had been taken over by a coup. Why would a godfather do this? He wants to rule the Naras by himself. So he's trying to remove the obstacle called the Fairy Queen. What should we do? I got terrible news. Very wise. Must be the advisor. One of our spies has just returned from his Naras and reported that the Godfather has enlisted an army of orcs. So apparently they are wandering free on our homeland. Who are you? I ruled Tomias. This is the very wise advisor to the Queen. I've heard of you. You're the young adventurer that defeated the Tanglefoot monster. Yep. You're also the idiot who gave back the secretary to the Godfather. Yep. It was a mistake, though. You're not evil. You're just not very bright either. I'm glad you found a place, though. You can help us fix the damage that you've done. All right. What do you want me to do? The first thing you have to do is wake up the Fairy Queen. You will need to get back to Zanaris and find a way to get those magical secretaries back. I'll just pickpocket them. Be careful, his henchman has eyes on you. What are you doing? Go back there. Go back to the Sonaris and get those secretaries. I'm so worried about the Queen. Without her fairy, without the fairy people, without her, the fairy people maybe chase out Glynor completely. The plane, I guess the planet Glynor. Yet you must wake her up for our sake. So kick out the planet, huh? Now I have to go back to Sonaris here. Interesting. Sonaris. Alright. So I have to pickpocket this guy to get his stuff back here. Alright, so I have to pickpocket him. However, I must also I must also be very careful not to get caught by the henchman here. Don't talk to me, human. Alright. So this guy cannot be looking at me, and how many henchmen he has? He has 2 of those guys there, okay. So I have to pickpocket this dude when he's on the side. Probably back here somewhere, yeah. And these guys cannot look at me at all. So these 2 guys cannot be looking at me, and his back has to be to me as well. Okay. There we are. So this guy both of these guys are looking that way, and the Godfather is looking straight ahead, so nobody can see me. Contains the Queen's magical essence. I need to deliver these to Fairytale. Well, it's actually a fairy ring here. Actually, no. This fairy ring just takes you back outside to Lumbridge, yeah. And this fairy ring over here is the one you actually want to do something about. And now that I have configured everything, I can just click this here. So click this here. And then I still have to go through the entire wheel of locations. However, it's much more straightforward to just do this. Here we are. Configure. Do another wheel. And then one more go, and then we'll basically right back to the Fairy Queen. And boom. Alright, not bad. Look at me, I have the Queen Secretary. Have you seen Fairy Cake? She went to talk to the Godfather. I haven't seen her since. She's probably dead. Fairy Cake. Never heard of Fairy Cake before. Very wise. Alright. Did you get it? Yes, I got it here. Alright. Okay. It didn't work. She's been asleep too long. Calm down. We can still work this through. There is a small chance that we might be able to wake her up right now. I need a magical essence potion. Okay, how do I make one? The potion of magical essence is made in the same way as other potions, water with a base herb. In this case, you need a starflower. Starflowers are rich in magical essence, or excellence. And then you need a callus, such as Gorakh's Claw. Gorakhs drain the life of their prey by using one of their claws. We can drain we can draw the life essence of the queen back. Thanks for the lecture, but how I do this? Starflowers are on a higher plane of resistance, different I guess dimension. And although they're extremely rare, you should still be able to access some of them by using the fairy rings. Gorakhs are also on a different plane of resistance. They are vicious creatures that draw the life essence. Okay, so be careful when you come across them. Do you have any idea what those configurations are? Apparently not. You have no idea, huh? Fairy cake. Who the heck is fairy cake? Alright, so apparently it's not the way to go. Yeah, so So who is fairy cake? Fairy cake. Alright, so Fairy Cake is not the. She is a so apparently she's not Apparently, she is not an actual NPC that you were able to talk to. So she just popped out into the conversation, I guess, has a placeholder, but not an actual person you can talk to. Figure to this. CKP is a C. Okay. So how you know which one to go to? Is my question. I guess somebody probably tells you inside back here or something. Let me just talk to a random talk to the fairy chef, and then I'll just go straight to the. Oh, look, the orc. Oh wow, the orcs are actually here, huh? Okay, fusion attitude. Look at that. They're like goblins. Hey, you guys aren't fair. What are you doing here? Grunts, sticky human, leave before we hurt you. You guys aren't fair. What are you doing here? Okay. I can't do anything to them. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I'm afraid I can't cost right now. Cake in the oven. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so let's go to the Godfather and see what's happened there. Let's talk to sheep. Hello, I finished composing my poem. Do you want to hear it? No, thank you. Alright, so that's that. Talk to cow. Talk to dairy cow. You actually talk to cows here. Moo, what do you want? I'm trying to work here. Let's go. Interesting. There seems to be a human trying to talk to me. Is it aware that cows can talk? Maybe if I ignore it, as in a human, to leave me alone. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't chat right now. I need to send a ferry to Little Freddy's North. They're gatekeepers. Guardians of the market. Apparently, these guys are unaffected by the invasion here. Send your father. Your father. Okay. Interesting. So let's go and talk to them over here. Fairy Godfather. So now you're back. How you find a queen bee? Not yet. What are you doing, man? Dollar sandwich lady. Alright, so square sandwich. Hope that rifle use up. The sandwich lady, square sandwich. A freshly made square sandwich. Alright, so I have no idea how you would find that information out. How you would find that information out. However, I guess once you spam enough, for that, there's only so many combinations. 4 times 4 times 4, 64 different possible locations. You may have to, I guess, just wing it, you know, just until you eventually come across the right place. Alright, so oh, what are eyeball things here? Festive. You can't touch it in. I think I went to the wrong location, didn't I? Nope, that should be right. I had to wait around for like 2 minutes before these things grow. And the costume being is a person you can talk to pass the time. A highly enlightened being. Hello there. Salutation, traveler. Is it unusual for one you creatures humans to visit here? What can I do for you? Who are you? My name in your language would be Bukasengdaka. Looks like Russian or something. Well, you can just call me Bubba. This place is my home. Here I study and ponder the mysteries of existence. Like what? To be is to be the value of a variable. Has a programming a programming variable. Alright, so I'm looking for a starflower. Yes, you come to the right place. Starflowers, which is most prized for magical properties, only grows here. It has a very short lifespan. Plants grows and flower and die in the space of minutes. If you search around, you could probably find some growing right now. Okay. What universal mysteries are you pondering today? How long do fishes wait to swim after they eat? So if I stick around here, eventually, oh look, starflowers. Can I grab some of these starflowers here? It doesn't look that rare. Oops, and it completely died on me. Yeah, I'll be fast about this one. Yep, there we are. I guess I'll take a few. You already have one. You don't need another. Okay. Just how do you know that? How do you know? Yeah. Anyway, so scenarios here. And then I also need to get the other thing, Gorak's Claw. They're actually very powerful creatures too. That hit very accurately. So I'm actually going to tail to the bank. I also need to get myself a vial of water and ground powder, a pestle mortar to actually grind up the food here. Pestle mortar, vial water. Oh, I have no vial water, huh? Dang, that's really sad. Don't tell me I had to go all the way back to the GE just for this. That's really sad. Oh man. Well, at least I have this, and then yeah, that's definitely very sad. They have a high crush thing here, so I definitely want to bring my best gear for this combat tip part next. Boom. Nothing interesting happens. Starflower. Plus a mortar. Oh, I probably need a vial of water to actually grind it into a thing here. Nobody here sells vials. Alright. Nobody here sells vials. Sword, gem. Yeah, no one here sells vials. Dang man. Alright, well, no, that's fine. I had to go to G. That is what it is. And let me just take 4 more of these before we head out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's go fight these creatures. They're in the plane of DIR. Figure DIR. I need to change my thing. D I then R. Correct plane. So interesting fact here is that if you're inside a circle dead center, you are safe. Nobody will attack you. You can see I am completely chilling right now. Nobody here will attack me. Correct by name, correct by nature. You can actually safe spot these guys by cloud bank. What is that? Thick cloud. You can actually safe spot these guys by using the kind of ledges here. Yeah. So these guys just live outside here somehow, some way, and I think this is a single combat zone. I think it's a single combat zone. Alright. Pretty sure it's single combat. So these guys are very hard actually. Do not underestimate them. They hit very accurately and usually in the tens. See, definitely don't want to underestimate these guys, or you will be sorry. Alright, and done. Alright, so I can take the correct claws, the bones thing here, points. Yeah, it's a correct claws. Oversized nail clippings. What is this? Cloud vault. Try to enter the cloud vault. Oh, look at that! This is a safe spot. Actually, no, because there's lightning everywhere. Enter cloud vault here. What the heck is this? You become disoriented inside a thick cloud here. What the heck is this? I don't quite understand. There we go. I have some correct cloud powder here. However, I still need a bio though. Yeah, apparently this is just a safe spot or something. Can I go in? Yeah, and then I pop back out over here. Okay. So there's no more point in me being here, so I'm just teleport outside. Must be like a safe zone or something. No idea why that's even there. So let's get a vial of water. I think I just have to put these into like a as is, and then we're good to go. Everything else in terms of my gear can be put back to the bank. Dump my gear, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Put some of these back here. I don't need these anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so I'm actually gonna get a few more vials of water because that's actually a pretty useful thing to have. Water is also pretty cheap as well. Lots of quests need them. Alright, here, my water. Star powder. There we are. And then, boom. There we go, magical essence potion. Three doses here. That's plenty to heal up with. Put that there. Square sandwich here. Alright, and then we just eat this. There, there. And we have our potion here. Okay, so now let's head back to the Fairy Queen. And for those who don't know, there's actually a fairy ring very close by. Right here, boom. So that's very nice, convenient to do here. Let's go straight to here. I need to change my staff. Staff in. Alright, so let's head to the Fairy Queen again. Same thing. Not sure why I have to manually do this though. It would be nice to just do this in one sequence, you know, in one automatic sequence. Alright, and then one more. Like this, and then we do this. Okay. Alrighty, I have your stuff here. Any new dialogue? Alright, so same thing has when we first arrived here. They're very wise. Alright, same dialogue. I found it. Good. Please give it to Her Majesty immediately. Tao. She's unconscious. Oh. Thank you for your work. We are in debt to you. What happened? Why do you feel awful? Your Majesty, you're awake. Alright, so what happened? I was fighting a tank foot monster, and then my mom, with the aid of my godfather. The godfather, that's probably what happened. She probably, I have no idea how to tell you this, but your godfather is scheming for your position right now. That's absurd. Nope, that's not actually true. Your Majesty, I think you made words. I suspect the godfather attacked you from behind and left you for dead. He has taken over control of the Nars while you were sleeping. He enlisted to help the orcs and a lot of people. She fled here with you and so on. I can't believe it. He shall not get away with this. Let's go back there and finish him off. No, Your Majesty. Why, old friend? The Godfather has an army. We do not. Also, he's pretty wise as well. I forgot. So yeah. Okay. So thank you for your help. And that's the end of the quest line for now. Thank you for your help. We are in debt to you. Thank you so much, Tobias. Have you managed to work out a plan? Not yet, Tobias. It looks like we will have to ask you for your help again down the line. Feel free to. I don't want to go back. Those orcs will kill me. I see. Interesting. Well, let's talk to the Godfather and see what he says before I do the other questions. All right. So the orcs are still here, right? No, the orcs are not here actually. Yeah, the orcs have. Oh no, there they are. Talk to them. Alright, okay. Go away, smelly human. The fairy godfather here. Alrighty. Godfather, I can't help notice, but there's orcs everywhere. You just keep your mouth shut and out of my business. I'm a godfather. I'm in charge. You have nothing to say to the boss. Okay. Forsaken Tower. Lower Genge is where I need to be. Okay. Alright, so there's nothing else here for me to do. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is. So that was a pretty quick quest. Nothing too crazy. The Forsaken Tower is also a pretty should be a pretty quick one as well. I'm actually gonna need a bit more energy potion here. And let me just put this. Put my stat back here. I think this is just junk. And then I need to I think that's about it, yeah. I'm actually going to go to Lowercans using a fast travel method. I think it should work. That the Lowercans minecarts should work. Before the abolishment of the current favor system, the Lowercans minecart was not accessible to people who didn't do favors. Now anyone should be able to use it after they finish the entry quest Tide of Coward. Maybe I can do this. What is this? Open this. You already have a scroll. No kidding. So now I should be able to use this minecart without having to do favors. And the minecart costs I think 50 cents or something. Very small amount. Yeah, look at that! Yay, level games. So the entire thing is now open to us. That's very nice actually. Yes, here. Osiris South, Osiris West, Cowan Woodlands, Chazanese, Kingstown, Port Pasquilius, Arceus, Northern Tundra, Farming Guild, Mount Quintamortem, Citizen West. So this is the way to go For those who are traveling around the Cowan area, yeah. Cowan is very big. Anyway, let me go over here. See what the quest is, isn't it? Yeah, lady volcanoes. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Look, what do you want? Quest? Forsaken Tower. I want a quest. They're looking for a quest. I don't have any lying around here. Maybe we do actually. There is the discussion of the Doors of Din. Very clever. Well, give me a sherry, a cocktail, and I'll talk about it. We have a job for you. One of the finest smiths of Lowerkens, Undor, has been investigating issues with the Doors of Din. We just received word that he found a problem. Please help him out. Could you go and see what he needs help with? What are the Doors of Din? They're a great set of walls to imprison the legendary beast with the Winter Dot. Unfortunately, the doors are weakening over these years, so they need your help. Okay. Let me just get myself a games necklace. Well, games necklace. To help me fast travel around this area. Put it here, there. Games necklace. Okay, this is a games necklace. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the Winter Dot camp here. Winter Soldier. Huh. He really isn't built for the weather. I'm hungry. Do you want to buy? I'm not interested now. Esther. This is for the mini game here. And then Undor is the guy we have to talk to. He believes he's the greatest smith in all of Lionor. Alright. A cat or something. It's a cat. What is this cat doing here? Making trouble around the camp. Meow. Alright. Okay, hello there, laddie. Alright, I've been sent to help you. Have you now? I was wondering when it was sent someone to help me. What do I do? The doors are failing us, falling apart. Why? Well, what's the issue? Sabotage. Somebody is messing up here. Someone or something has made a small hole into the door, and it's powerful enough for the Winter Dot to be able to draw in some power and grow stronger. So if left alone, the Winter Dot will break out at this rate. Okay. Repair damage is what we have to do. Please help me. What do you need? I require a hammer. Really? Just a hammer? Not any hammer. The hammer by the legend Din himself. The only material, the only tool I can use. Where is it? Back in its prime, Din built a great tower. It was known as Din's Redoubt. That's where he created everything. After Din died, some Quincy mage thought that they would go and defile his tower, and now the place has been sealed off. Alright, so where is it? The Forsaken Tower. West of Lowerkens. Great, no problem. Alrighty. Is that a minecart there? Oh yeah, it is a minecart, wow. I'm very impressed with how generous this is. Lazim. Can I help you today? Alright. She works on a railroad. So the Forsaken Tower is just west of that there. Alright. So Forsaken Tower, there it is. The Forsaken Tower. Alrighty. Definitely a lot of magical stuff happening here. Alright, well there is a door. There's the hammer there. The display case is sealed. It contains an old ornate hammer with some strange metal and symbols around the case. Worthiness is hard to find, however the one who restores my great power to its former glory shall receive the hammer. There's 4 different puzzles here to solve. There's a crate here. Table. There's some money on the table. It's just... Well, who else is gonna use it, you know? Shelves. Strong, various potions. Cupboard here. Multi-purpose storage. Search cupboard. Crate here. See, ancient letter in a crate. Okay. Copy of ancient letter. High Priest Nistro. Cautious of prying eyes, our Lord has instructed me to investigate new locations for our experiments. So, looking at the Din's read out his tower. While the tower has potential to be used, the tower is too small for our needs. Din has left many useful pieces of equipment. I will have them transported to you at Quantum Mortem at once. Make sure they are kept safe, Zampir. Okay, so Zampir is working with the Minstrel. Let's put this down. Ancient letter. So we have to solve, if I remember correctly, we have to solve the puzzle from the lowest to the top here. Oh, I'm not a fan of puzzles. So I guess we'll see how this one goes. Nothing else here as well. Just a storage area. Steam generator. It's an old steam generator. There's some fuel in it, but it needs to be it's missing the crank to turn it. And here all is empty. There's only one place with stuff here. Power grid. Missing power grid and search by nothing, search by nothing, search by nothing, search by nothing, search by nothing. Oh, look, a crane. Crane handle. Alright. Generator crank. Alright. An old generator found in the Forsaken Tower. Start the generator. An OC generator. Power grid. And misaligned power grid. It's receiving power, but it's not aligned. So you have to solve this puzzle. Okay. Oh, there we go. I have to use Wikipedia to figure that one out. Anyway. Oh, look at that! Now it's like fully working well, huh? So now the entire tower should be invigorated with life and power. Next puzzle is this one. I don't remember what this is though. Be sure to cover you find nothing of interest. It's more crazy than nowhere. All-purpose crate and stack furnace. You will need to light it somehow. You don't have anything suitable to light it with. Empty coolants, reads 4 gallons. Okay. Covered here. Tinderbox. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, we'll take both of these gallons here. Yeah, the coolant here, which is a dispenser for that. Let's see if this works here. Light a furnace. Oh, and then I got that damage. Sorry, so the furnace needs to be unlocked somehow with a special amount of fluid here. So I need to fill this up, and then I can actually use the tinderbox. So this would be a pain. I suggest you just follow the guide in Wikipedia because it's kind of hard to figure out. Alright, there you go. So now my 5-gallon jug has 4, and my 8-gallon jug has 8. I was just you need 4 gallons to do this, so this is how you can do it here. Boom, 4 gallons, and then you should be able to ignite this, huh? Boom, yeah, so now it works. You can smell stuff. You can use this furnace actually. So yeah, so that's how you do it. You use the 5 gallon jug in conjunction with the 8 gallon jug until you eventually have only 4 gallons. So you fill up the 5 gallon jug that has 5. You put that into the 8 gallon jug. You fill up the 5 gallon jug again. So now you have 5, and then 5 and 5. You try to fill the 8 gallon jug with the 5 gallon jug. So now you have 2 and 8, and then you just empty the 8 gallon jug. So now you have 2 and 0, and then you just repeat the process until eventually your 5 gallon jug has 4 gallons, and then you just put the 4 gallons into this. That's the entire puzzle over there. It's not too crazy. This next puzzle is actually pretty dangerous. If you don't know what you're doing, you can definitely lose 40 plus HP. I definitely remember that. Stairs there. Okay. This is a weird kind of like chemistry puzzle here. Best be careful here. Alright, the door is closed. The crates, search cupboard. You find nothing interesting. Inspect refinery. An old refinery seems to be working order. Do not activate that because if you try to do so right now, you will take a lot of damage. And this is the note you need to read to figure out this puzzle here. This is completely random too. So you have to find the right fluid. So okay, so the right fluid. Let me just use Wikipedia for this. To solve which potion is the correct one, you can search the cupboard for the old notes. The potion you need is the cleansing fluid. And to figure out where it is, so if the cleansing fluid is the first thing here, that's position number 1. If the cleansing fluid is the second thing here, that's position number 2. If the cleansing fluid is purple, so if the cleansing fluid is in this position, highlighted purple in this Wikipedia note, then that's number 3. If it's in this position right here, this line, the last line there, that's 4, and if it's in the bottom here, then it's 5. So for me, it's apparently 1, so I'm just gonna do 1 here. Alright, well, that's a 1 right there. And then you just you have to pour into here. See here. You attempt to activate, nothing happens. Foreign object detected, refinery must be cleaned. Cleanse it with the fluid, and then activate it. So now it should be working. Yep, that's good. Now we just climb up to the very top. For the last puzzle here. Oh, this is a pretty annoying one, huh? The runic altar, look at that. A strange altar. To balance the altar, redirect all the energy to the center. So you have to move these discs to move these discs into the center location here. Alrighty, there you go. This puzzle is very similar to the puzzle with the wolf, the grain sack, and also the chicken, where you have to bring all 3 items from one side of the bridge to the other side, and without them destroying each other. It's the same kind of idea here. Same thing. So you just kind of juggle around until you eventually have it all in one place. Same. It's like slightly more complicated. And there we are. So that should be the end of that. And then once you have solved all of that, we should be good to go. Is there a way to nope. There's no way to exit into the balcony here. And so then we just search the din here. Thor's hammer. Boom, we take it. The display case is empty. Very good for hitting things. Okay, strange metal. And go to Wintertime camp. Where is it, dude? Here, Undor. I have let's talk about the hammer. Here you go. Hand it over. Hmm. Such a fine work. So now we should be good to go. Yeah, we should. I reckon that magic um will help us. And everything's good for now. Report back to Lady Loverkench. Alright. Talk back to the lady, and we should be good to go. You don't have to worry about us anymore. Okay. Loverkench right here, and then we have the lady over here. The lady over yonder here. Alrighty, making my way to this town, and here we are, Lady Loverkench. I've done what you've asked. What did I ask you to do? Oh my god. Word of thought is good. Talk to Under to find out more. Thank you. Bring me a sherry. A reward? Here you go. The human is still here. This is a page needed for the book Cowan's Memoir. Cowan's Memoir. That was pretty quick. 10,000 coins too, nice. I was drop that there, and then I also need Cowan's Memoir, and we have another place here. Yeah, this book used to be a very good way to travel about. However, no longer is really needed at all because we have so many ways to travel now through the current area. That's kind of superfluous. All right, so the next one I'll do before I sign off here is the Guard of Death, which is very straightforward. I mean, they're very quick. Let's put it that way. I have to go to pretty quick quest all the way to Mount Quinta Mortem right there, and we definitely will need some anti poison because we will be encroaching upon the lizard people here. I think there's a bat there, giant bat, a annoying flapping thing. Yeah, pretty accurate. Yeah, Miriam, she runs the thing here. Alright. To help you travel to Mount Quintamortem. It's all the way over here. This is the top of the mountain. I have to go all the way down to the kind of the base here. I think I have explored this area already. Yeah, I definitely remember doing that. But we want to go to this quest area over here. Oh, these trolls definitely will be a problem. Oh, look, a mountain goat. This beast doesn't need climbing boots. That's a very thin, sleeping bag in a way. Fire. Onion. Can I cook the onion? There's more frogs there, huh? Interesting. Bear cub. Chupa deli. Alright, so let's continue onwards here. Fairy ring here. Also a thing here. Alright, so here we have bread, I'll take that. Some bread. Camping equipment. There's an assortment of camping equipment here. You find a secretary to take it, and a bronze dagger and some shield. So a probably a researcher and not a actual fighter was here. There's goblins here as well. Interesting. And this is the start of the quest here. Whoop! You find a journal. You find nothing else of interest. Cassandra's journal. Whew. Someone called Cassandra Shaw. And pretty much he's trying to find the Taskel, and because he has some kind of illness, he's trying to overcome his own illness here. Recently dug hole, huh? I climbed down a hole that Cassandra dug in his site. I should investigate around here. Oh, I think I think I also need like an axe or something later down the line, because these secretaries probably will not help me. That's okay. Alright, the way out. Very nice. Alright, well, we have to find a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, stone tablets. So this is very similar to what we did for Fairy Quest 2. We're trying to decipher a unknown kind of language here. A table with things on it, an old vase, so on, etc. Stone tablet here. So we have a take note. We have a bunch of thing here. So this note is the same as the author here. So it's some Cassandre. So you see, this is the translation you have to figure out to understand these poneglyphs here. So garden below. So we have one thing that we understand so far, and we just gotta continue to work our way through it. This language is fascinating. I'm able to translate a few words to make things more interesting. With the third table, you have yourself a carving. So once you're ready, just take off. So Nake probably means north. Ikam is probably island. Atis is probably water. So do you see what I'm saying? So that's the kind of way to go about this. Then you can kind of just find a bunch of things. And Mikotake apparently it's time. Here you have Atis Toki probably watering or something. So for example, so once you're ready, you just click on this. You attempt to translate. That more time, and that time is Miki. See, so that's how I kind of do it with water. I guess water Atis I just found out fire. You feel like, yeah. Hold on, fire. Fire. You feel like that word has potential, so but you can't think of a suitable translation. So you haven't actually seen something that represents it so far. And it reads some tablets, sees much of there's time, bunch of things there. So it's kind of how it is. So the garden looks pretty good here. This is the garden of life here. That's pretty wild. And then you have this. You have a bunch of things here. So let me just continue to use Wikipedia. Unless you want me to sit here and play. I guess it's more it's like a charade or something. Let me just do this. So as I said, island is probably a camera island. And the translation. So toga is like a vessel, like a kind of container. It's a vessel here. You have a garden. Alright. And then, as we saw, north is marked. Something like that, yeah. So if you were to, you feel that you have read enough to read the next stone tablet. So time, vessel north, garden below, water island. Alright, so that means the ancient ruins, yeah. So now we have enough to direct us somewhere in the water island here. And if we were to, once that's done, you just destroy it. There's no use for this. Once it's done, so Water Island right there, north right here. So probably Lake Moch. Somewhere around there is where the next stone tablet is. It's kind of interesting. And these lizard people definitely definitely don't mess around. See, immediately poisoned. Alright, we'll run here. Buy some food to heal up. And there's a bunch of like stuff here. Lizardman lair, no thank you. You got to have to go to the temple there. This is a different location that we'll find out later on. Maybe we go over there. We will be able to figure that out. Alright, so taking the boat here. So this scene here reminds me of the Resident Evil 4 when you fight the kind of giant fish monster. For those who have played that game. Moch Island. King Worm, broken boat. The rowboat is beyond repair. Looks damp. The barrel is of no use. King Worm. Eat the King Worm. It's a bit chewy. Like gummy bears, gummy worms, but not the same as thing here. Unoccupied fishing spot here. Okay, a bird. How much? Cormac's bird. Fish bits here. It's a fish. I'll read angler. There's a knife here. Probably broken lobster cage. So this guy's living here by himself. Angler boots. Oh, it's probably for like a mini game or something, huh? Yeah, it's probably for a mini game. What brings you here? What is this place? A little difference, I guess, from different places. Plenty of birds and fishes here. Yep. But who are you though? What's in the sack? My trusty old fish shack. Old fish shack. Yep. I might sell you. I might sell you one of these if you find any pearls around. Alright, that's okay. Back down we go. And yeah, see, you have a different environment here. Stacked vines. You find a note on the floor. Vines everywhere. I'm on the verge of a great discovery. I have to be very cautious. No one finds out or something. Yes, the secretary's work. Yay, thank God. Thank God for that. Alrighty, okay. Alright, and here we are. Same thing here. So this is like experiment number 2. So the first place we're at was experiment number 1, where the task force, I guess, we were trying to figure out immortality. Particularly through transferring souls from one body to another. Soul implant technology. Alright, so we have some words we know already. Okay, that's good. This is the next stone tablet we have to um, befuddle ourselves with. Stone chest here. We have a Abato Ake token. That's probably poison. There's poison here. There we go. Actually, it's poison. Okay. So now I know that. Carving on the wood. So Salam is like west. Ati is water. We know that. Chilani Sally is forest, or I guess forest. See a forest or something. So hold on. West. Yep, Salam's west, and then let's just try forest. Yeah, it's a line. There we are. So, make our way through here. These are actually not bad at all. These are pretty straightforward. So actually poison, time poison or something. Mickey is like a kind of bug insect thing, yeah. So, bug insect thing. A yak. A yak is like a kind of animal. Yeah. Okay, it's what the Wikipedia says. Oak body has an body rune. And so on. Alright, I think I'll just do a few translations here. Let me just do a few more here before I forget. Animal. Alright. Okay, body. Okay. Then food. Clack. And then you have earth here. Zally. You have translated enough to hold on. There's more for us to figure this out with air. And then another one here. Fire. Which we now know to be Tepat. Okay. There's also more rubble here. You can search for more hints and clues. See? Fire, Tepat, earth, etc. A bunch of Rosetta stones here. So if we read this, we have body needed, body need towel, food body vessel, need garden method, west below poison water earth, west below poison water earth. Pillar there. There's a strange symbol on top. Strange symbol on top. Huh? Looks like a Zamrock symbol upside down or something. Nothing else here. So water. So water. Here. Alright, so we're making progress here. West of the lake, earth below poison or water earth. This is what they were pointing to anyway. So west and then below water earth plus probably here somewhere. Shrine area. Is what they were pointing to. Body need task or something. There's a hallway there too. Need garden method. West below poison water earth. Or land, I guess, water land. West below poison water earth or water land. Below poison water land. So somewhere around here is what we need to do. There's a bed there. Swamp priest. Smells like lizard. Talks like people. Fire. A bit bluer than my fire at home. Create altar. Swamp light. Got a spooky chair. Huh. So this guy is just here, apparently. Alright. Just hold on. I guess I had to kill this guy that time. She's in such a pain about it. Yeah, I despise when there are talkable NPCs in dangerous areas because I can't talk to them. So I have to wait for this to go away and talk to them. Yes, adventure. Whoa, what happened to you, man? You smell funky. As you do. How's the you adventure? How come you live with the lizard man? They are my saviors. I owe them my life. How? Yes, many years ago, 30 or 40 years ago, I was a captain of the Sajan army, Captain Rilard Coyle. I was stationed up at Sajan Wall. We were told to attack the lizard people before they were apparently attacking us. I led the charge. Okay, so I took an arrow to the eye and missed the battle. I woke up worried for my life. The lizardmen took you prisoner? At first, yes, but they tended to my wounds and fed me well. I assured my people will come for me, but my body wasn't among the dead. But they never sent a rescue party for me. Would the lizard people let you go? No, once I got my strength, I returned to Shenzhen to start the army. And they thought I was a lizard man and fired arrows at me, so I returned back here. What is it that you're wearing? I found these in a shrine. I guess they belong to some dead priest. What would a priest be doing in this gross swamp? This swamp is my home now. You sure do ask a lot of questions, adventurer. What is the symbol on a shrine? Don't you recognize it? It seems history is written by the witness, for that is the symbol of the great Lord Zarek, or at least that is what the lizardmen tell me. Goodbye, swamp man. Goodbye, adventure. Symbol on top of this tower here is Zarek's. Hold on, I can't see. Oh, what symbol is he talking about? I guess this is it. The kind of weird eye symbol here. Oh, it's probably this thing, huh? That's probably Zarek. I climb down here. There's a much bigger cabin here. Much more involved. Alright, and this is a different stage of development for the garden. Here's mushroom. This fat fungus takes up so much room. Stone wall here. You have another one of these here, okay. Alright. We know so many vocabularies now. However, not enough. So let's see here, compass. If you were to expect a compass, you can find out that that east is Oost. So that's east. That's the east there. Actually, Talam's east. See ya. Go to the south here. Utik. Okay, so that's both of those done. And I just drop those. Source of base here. It's cool carving. We know those already. Lina looks like a box or container. What would you like? I guess chest. You can't think of suitable word for that box. Alright. Let's go over here. Search. There's a stone table here. Yeah, more carvings. Tepat probably means cut or something. Axe. Yeah, okay, so on. It's very nice that they drew pictures for us as well. Alright, trying to mix a bunch of things together. Alright, and then if we go down here, we have more stuff we can search. Alright, mushroom, bunch of things there. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So that's all that. And let me just do something here. Build. Yeah, Chua's build. Yeah, yes is Kimu. And then no is Ami. And then move is Denny. And then we also have more stuff here. Arrive is Zeta. And then east and south is already translated. Move, method, yes. Body, yes. So everything kind of working now. Time arrived. Time poison needed. I guess age poison needed. South, east, below forest building. This is the next place. South, east, below forest building. South, east, below forest building is going to be going to be by Shenzhen. So that's actually going to be all the way by the ruins of Morale. Alright, here we are. This is the forest temple here. A pyramid of nothing else here. Can't enter inside the top. Looks pretty demolished overall. Dead trees. And there's a hole here. Okay. Oh, look at that. The garden is dead here. Dead and gone. Alrighty. Well, we know the drill now. Yeah, we know the drill now. I have to read this one. Yeah, I need to read this. And then the other options should be available. Yep. Now I can search a bunch of things. I can search this. I can search this. I can search this. I can search space. Search this chest. Go down here. And then I can search a bunch of other things too. Look, a hole. Rubble. It's a hole. Some hole into the wall. Strange vines. It's been dead for a long time. Are you sure? You never know, right? Alright, nothing else here. And everything else is fine. Then more notes. Okay, so we have this wood carving, night and day, Ralu and Rani, moon and sun, Ayak, Chemo. There's actually the same name for the Valamorian as well, goddesses and god, which means I completely dropped something by accident, but that's fine. Which means that the Tasco were from Valamor or something, originally from Valamor. Dirty note. There's something different about this place, something familiar. A stench of death that's hard to forget. Could this be where the Wrangler was born? A failed experiment, perhaps. Alright, so we have more things to decipher here. The last batch of translation. Small. Alright, big. Okay, light. Okay, dark. Alright, life. Okay, death. And then the knowledge. And then home. You have translated everything. Death, poison, no. I think green is like the right word. Blue is like slightly less right. Something like that. Death Poison no. Garden Forest Build Dark Death. So this garden actually backfired. Went wrong. Move home now before it kills us, and then home fire. Something so burn home. So burn afterwards. No life left. Life vessel no. Life vessel no. So the life transfer experiment didn't work. And then Zimatal fire. Burn everything, I guess. Haha, take a note. Alright, do you think I would not know that you were following me? So this is Kasande. The set of Arceus was not the first people who discovered the soul transference. After all, that belongs to the old ones, the Tasco. Make no mistake, I will find the remaining knowledge of the Tasco, and you are also my enemy. Only time will tell. Uh, I will now consider you. I will only consider you two things right now. Either my ally or my enemy. Time will tell. Until we cross paths, Kasane saw. Quest ended. Hold on. Yeah, in a nutshell, the Tasco, who are called the Old Ones, were the first people to try to figure out soul transference, transferring transferring dead bodies, transferring souls into different bodies, different vessels, so that they can live forever. Um, the first experiment that I did with the garden seemed to have backfired, and so they decided to move their home elsewhere and try to burn the evidence of it happening. Which you revisit in Desert Treasure 2, you find out that the Tasco were trying to create immortality that way. It backfired, and then they made an entire army of like zombies things, stranglers. Uh, Obviously, they continue to work at it, and now they are actually immortal. So that's the entire thing in a nutshell. Their home was destroyed. They left and are now living inside the mountain. There's only a few of them left anyway. And Cassandre is a person that you will meet later on in Desert Treasure 2 as well. And then he talks more about why he was looking for this knowledge, because he has a terrible illness with his own body that is pretty much fatal. So he's trying to transfer his soul, his consciousness, into a different body to live on. And to extension, at the end of Desert Treasure 2, Slickay, the mastermind, says that you will make a good vessel, which implies that he also sees you as possibly being somebody that he can use to do soul transfers of. So the knowledge of the soul transfers pursued by the Tasco may also be used by the Mazrot down the line, because the Mazrot right now is suffering from their own kind of disease, their own kind of cultural disease. So they have a ritual. The Mazrot has a ritual in which one of them has to die in order for the others to live on forever. So that's how they have immortality. So it's established immortality in a way. So Slickay probably wants to break free from that, because Slickay is probably the next person in line to be sacrificed. All these different groups and mortals trying to escape death and eventually to ascend into godhood.